A surprising new study now raising a lot of eyebrows this morning. It says women need to exercise an hour every day just to maintain their weight as they age. If you want to actually lose weight, you have to exercise even more. Our Dr. Richard Besser is here to tell us all about it. Now, let me get this straight here, because it was like a year or so ago, the recommendation was a half an hour of exercise 5 days a week.
That's right.
And now we're talking about an hour every single day.
Yeah. You know, there were competing recommendations. Some federal panels came out with the 30 minutes 5 times a week. Then the Institute of Medicine said it's an hour every day. These researchers wanted to see what impact that had on weight loss. And it's a large study. They followed 34,000 women over about 12 years. The average age was 54, so looking at middle-aged women. And what they found was that if you had a normal weight at the start of the study, you needed to exercise an hour a day in order to maintain that weight and not gain weight.
What type of exercise?
Well, they were talking about moderate exercise. And when you talk about moderate exercise, you're talking about exercise that you can do for about 10 minutes before you start to break a sweat. You can have a conversation, but you wouldn't be able to sing. So imagine you're out walking with your girlfriend. You can turn your walk into either light exercise, where you can just chat about the world as it's going on, or you can do a power walk and move it from moderate even into high-intensity exercise, where you really can't have a conversation. You really have your heart rate up.
So if you have your heart rate up in the high intensity, then you don't necessarily have to go for the full hour,
That's right. You could probably reduce the amount of exercise that you need to maintain that weight.
All right, because I know some people are like, well, why am I even bothering?
Well,
you know, they're just thinking like an hour. Where do I have an hour a day to do this? But you often are always talking about the benefits.
That's right. You know, and that's the critical part. There's a misconception that exercise is so important for weight loss. It's not. Study after study is showing that what you eat matters so much more. Exercise is important for your overall health. You know, have a look at this. There are so many things that you get from exercise. Prevention of osteoporosis, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer. Plus, if you exercise, your mood is going to be better, so everyone's going to enjoy being around you more, and you're going to sleep better. So think about exercise in terms of overall health and helping with weight, but think about what you consume in terms of the most important thing for weight loss.
So once again, it's balance. It's nothing. That's nothing new.
It is. It is balance. And think about when you do that exercise. Do you go to the coffee bar afterwards and have a latte and a muffin? Because that will totally undo the benefit in terms of weight loss from that exercise you just finished. All
right, Rich, thank you so much. And I'm just thinking about people who are watching us right now on the treadmill, on the bike, because people say they watch us in the morning and they're working out.
Keep at it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
A little shout out to you in the workout.